everyone, this is Weijing Xin. I'm gonna talk about my research and project brief in quality education. My specific target is to improve literacy education for youth and adults. The location is remote areas in Liangshan Autonomous Prefecture. According to data from the census in 2021, the overall education level of this area is low, and the illiteracy rate is much lower than national one, which is about 2%. To find out the reason, I did more research. Firstly, the general family structure of this area is two parents with 2 or 3 children. Besides, due to the traditional culture, the girls will quit school and go to work earlier than boys, so the education level of females are usually low. However, there are also something changing. The government built up better residential areas and established workshops for vocational training and job opportunities. Then the terrain of Liangshan is mountain. People used to live halfway up the hill and away from others. And the main industry here are primary and secondary industry, so their profit is lower than people's in other areas. However, it has been higher due to the workshops. Each nationality also has their own culture and totally different from common ones in other areas, including language, crafts, and customs. Basing on this research, my problem is how to improve literacy education for youth and adults in Liangshan Autonomous Prefecture. For the problem, I create personas for the users. They have different experiments, but all of them are not familiar with Chinese. And I found some precedents. The first one is for females in Indian villages to teach them how to use internet and find more job opportunities by themselves. The second one is Duolingo, the well-known language learning platform. It's affordable, friendly for beginners, fits all age groups. The third one is a language learning tool for families. Parents and children will sit together and learn language using this tool. The fourth one is an English puzzle game. Children learn English through using puzzles to form sentences. It's an education tool in classrooms rather than at home. My first project called GrassPen. The aim is to increase the opportunities for learning and practicing Chinese, as well as motivate them to learn by spreading stationary GrassPen to people living in rural areas in Liangshan and submit writings onto the magazine by profit. GrassPen is a pen could mash grass and leaves into liquid as ink, using renewable energy generation techniques, which are the same as general dynamo and wind power plants. This project provides profits as the motivation for learning. It fits Maslow's hierarchy of needs. As the image on the left showing, the magazine I mentioned before is the textbooks for the users. They could use it to learn and use GrassPen to practice writing. They write articles and get profits. The magazines will also be sold in other cities to make profit and fund this project. Because it's more like a self-learning process, users, associates, and communities will be positively impacted. During the test, my tester said that it's good to reduce learning cost and motivate people by profit, but it's heavy to carry so many things in the pen. Also, we are not sure if it's efficient enough. The second idea is a bilingual puzzle game for parents and children. We provide character pieces and tree for them. Children could play the game with their parents to translate each other's word or sentences in another language. Because children usually learn things more quickly than adults, and parents who like to communicate with them rather than a teacher. So the learning progress will be processed in game playing and relaxing communication. Thus, the user group include both children and parents. Just children are more like the bridge between e-language and Chinese for parents. However, my tester said that the project has various problems. It could avoid cultural invasion to some extent, but for children it must be more interesting. And if the adults don't have children aside, the game would be useless. So basing on this feedback, I have a new idea. Character card game is kind of similar to poker or Uno, but the cards carry single Chinese and e-character or word. Users need to use the cards to form phrases or sentences to beat others. The more difficult the card combination they use, the harder they will defeat. It's like the healthy competition in learning progress. The user would like to learn for winning games. Comparing with traditional learning methods is more interesting. Since they need to learn by themselves, their associates who can read Chinese will be included in the stakeholder. Users will ask about language knowledge frequently. This idea received more positive feedback. It's affordable, interesting, portable, flexible, and fit every age group. However, there are also some weaknesses. It's hard to match sentence structure between e-language and Chinese. There must be someone familiar with both languages, and there are not enough elements. Cards are not beautiful, and so on. Those are also my further developing direction. And here is my reference list. That's all. Thank you.